Okay, a quick video. I got to thinking about archetypes. You know, if you made somebody like a believer or not in something, I talk a lot about states of consciousness, Christ consciousness, goddess consciousness, whatever the hell. Just consciousness in general. I'm just waiting outside before I have to go to work here. Or if I have to, I don't think I have to go to work. It's raining. I have to check. Anyway, the point is this, is that if you made somebody a believer, is that a bad thing? Let's say you view something as strictly archetypal. What I mean by that is you have a person, let's say a guy, and he has a girlfriend. And the guy is a Christian, or maybe he's not even allied with any belief structure. And the girl's like, wow, you're great, you're very masculine, you're very manly, but there's just a few things you need to learn. You know, you need to learn how to treat a woman a little bit better. So the guy then goes, let's say has a meditation routine, or he's just doing whatever, just living life, having dreams, normal dreams, sleeping dreams. And he sees a goddess archetype in there in his mind's eye. And then he goes and researches archetypes, and he researches that he needs to integrate more of this feminine archetype into his being. After doing so, he learns the archetype represents a more motherly, caring nature, how to treat. He kind of awakens within him the feminine, the moon. You know, he marries it to his masculine son. And in doing so, he then becomes in better relationships with his girlfriend. The point of that is, you ever talk to a gay guy, and I've had some gay friends say this to me, and they'll say that the thing about being with a guy is they know your penis because they have a penis. They know certain things about themselves because they have those things too. It's like a girl on girl. The girl knows the girl because, you know, she has a clit, a vagina, a breast, all the same sensitive areas in between the thighs, the kiss. So the girl on girl thing, you know, that you know, was why like a lot of girls like that. A lot of guys like the guy and guy thing for a reason. When you put that into context, so a male that could integrate a feminine archetype could become a better lover because basically, you know, he's integrated this feminine aspect that he needs to kind of wake up within himself, this dormant, latent, you know, feminine thing, and then by doing so, he learns how to be better with females. He already has the masculine side. If he knows how to kind of integrate that divine masculine or divine feminine, the divine masculine, then he's a better, you know, let's say, in a better relationship with other men. He's not threatened by other men's masculinity. He's not, you know, he doesn't feel like you know, the little man syndrome. Oh, somebody's vegan, you know, they're not masculine enough, you know, or somebody's gay and you get offended by it. Men aren't like that. It's very archaic, very old world, very toxic masculinity, or very toxic masculine. A true man doesn't care if somebody's vegan or not. A man doesn't care, doesn't think that women are less than men. A man doesn't care if another guy, you know, is gay or not. So it's just an idea about archetypes. I think that's the value sometimes if you know a lot about spiritual religious practice. Somebody says that's so outdated, that's old. Why do you discuss such things? Because it still has value when we learn about being better men and women to our friends, our families, our spouses, our loved ones. So it's never going to go away. We're never going to like stop having that. Even if we're like on Mars, we're still going to have archetypes that are there with us. So it's just an idea, it's just a thought. But, you know, it just seems kind of strange in culture how some people think things are outdated. But I think what we're doing is moving from like a traditional religious sense, and we've been doing this for a long time, to something more modern where we understand the value within stuff, but it's just not the archaic, you know, burn the witch type thing. Rather, the witch is an archetype that we could potentially integrate, even if we're a Christian or in a just Christ consciousness in a non-theistic standpoint. I'm not an atheist or a theist. I'm just a free thinker, so I feel like I kind of walk the line between the, you know, the worlds, if you want to call it that. You know, I learn from as much stuff as I can learn from, because I feel like that's a very beneficial path, you know, on planet Earth. I think that's an interesting thing too when you think about it. Maybe that's an archetype, like a, you know, a space Voyager type archetype, you know, to kind of not be an atheist or a theist, to kind of be this cosmic consciousness, cosmic man, cosmic woman that's willing to explore the universe being the microcosm of the mind. And then I can take that and integrate what I learned in the microcosm of the mind and, you know, see it projected in the macrocosm of the world, and then, you know, learn better in that sense, because I already have the you know, so-called like, you know, things, the neural networks built up in my brain to associate, to see certain behaviors and know how to relate to them rather than being put off by them. So anyway, it's just a thought. That's the value of religious spiritual practice. in current modern society is if you put it, kind of combine it with like a Jungian archetypal sense, it really opens up some pathways in the door in our doors of mind, our doors within our mind, our brain. It really helps us become, I think, better men and women if we can, integrate those things properly. We can really like learn a lot about other cultures, and in the relationships that we're in, actually have more enriched relationships. So it's just more meaningful experiences. So it's just an idea, just a thought.